it's interesting that your characters also, they feel like survivalists, but you also get the sense that they enjoy being under the stars. I think there's a scene where one of the sons is walking and he's actually appreciating the fact that there's no light pollution.
Mm-hmm.
There's no sound of any engine, or he's just absorbed in the peace of being outside at night.
Well, yeah, and notwithstanding the death and destruction, which is never on the page. You know, I want to emphasize that because people are listening to this.
Yeah.
This is not about zombies, and it's not about people with their flesh melting, and it's actually the flip side. You know, presumably, we don't know because it's a very narrow focus to the books, but presumably hundreds of millions of people have been killed in these attacks, but hundreds of millions of people still survive.
Right.
And one of the ideas that propelled me to write this is, you hear a lot about preppers, so-called preppers, and it's usually used as a pejorative, and I don't see it that way at all. But most of the prepping stuff that I have read, it stops at the door of your bunker. I have mine. I have my stuff. I'm going to feed my family and all that. Well, okay, that's fine. But sooner or later, there's some elements of society continue to exist, and you're going to have to interact with them. And where this series picks up with Victoria is at that point where you've got terrified people who are trying to make the best of a terrible situation.
Yeah.
And all they really need is hope and leadership.